This was the third war in 6 years, which I have been experiencing. It was a most bruising experience, I think, also for both parties. I also don't think there's any winner after this war, despite some hollow victory rhetorics which we may have been hearing. So first of all, I hope that parties also realize what it means if they do not find a way back towards negotiations and to a two-state solution. I have been warning this Security Council that in fact what we have seen with this war, but also previously high tensions also in the West Bank, what it means if the two-state solution is actually receding. It means that a one-state reality is then on their doorstep. What I hope is sometimes, in times of crisis, it can also lead to some changes. And what I also, first of all, hope is that this war should be, as the Secretary General has also been making very clear, should be the last war. We don't want to reconstruct Gaza again for it to be destroyed. That's what the Secretary General, in one of his moments of frustration of what is actually happening, has been saying. This can only happen if we also address the underlying causes of the conflict. First of all, the underlying causes of the conflict in Gaza itself. I had some good news to bring here. For we have been able, as the United Nations, to broker an agreement between Israel and the Palestinian government to actually have a new mechanism for access into Gaza. The basic equation is here open crossings for calm, also addressing Israel's legitimate security concerns inside Gaza. Here we have made a beginning, maybe. If parties start to realize that they have to change course, then we should also be able to revert to negotiations, to the only way to achieve a two-state solution. I don't want to sound optimistic, but at the same time, parties hopefully realize that they are going in the wrong direction. Now, it is a role for us, for the United Nations, also for me as the Secretary General's representative in Jerusalem, to try to help the parties, and that is what we continue to do. Well, that's the challenge for anybody in a position like me. I think what is crucial is that you build up some trust with parties, that you are being seen as fair to them and consistent. It doesn't necessarily mean that you are always neutral. After all, the United Nations has positions on certain things happening in the occupied Palestinian territory. Take, for instance, the issue of settlements. But it is at the same time very important for somebody like me that parties are viewing you as somebody who is not part of. There are so many conspiracy theories, in particular abounding in the Middle East. There are so many other actors. The main challenge for somebody like me is to be seen as fair and consistent and transparent to parties. You should never try to do something behind their back. They will always find out. This is not always easy. I've had my ups and downs with the parties, but it is the very basis for being able to help them. And also not to give up and to be very patient with them. In any conflict like this one, if you are impatient, you will get nowhere.